Hello, this is Chuck Fry, author of Up Your Impact, 52 Innovative Strategies to Add Value to Work. In this brief video, I'm going to talk about why you need to be developing your skills on a continuing basis. The bottom line is because it's absolutely vital to your career success. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 8 compelling reasons why you need to make continuous learning through formal courses, seminars, webinars, podcasts, or simply reading books in your profession, a key part of your self-development plans. This is based in part on a recent article by Tim Hoff from the Thought Leaders website. And what I'm going to do is dig down a bit deeper based on my own experience and my writings and what I'm seeing and hearing to further interpret why these 8 things that Tim Hoff has expressed so concisely and so clearly are important to your career. So let's dig right into them. First of all, enhance skills. Improving job skills is very important. Think about where you've come from to get to where you are today. You had some higher education and you have some job experience, and those are fairly well defined. However, as business continues to evolve, as your profession continues to evolve, there's an ongoing need for continuing education in those areas you've missed. A great example from the last 5 years or so has been the development of social media and effective strategies for utilizing that. And it's a great example of changing business practices in terms of how communication is done within modern corporations. Another recent example from my life from this same general area is LinkedIn. Of course, I have a profile out on LinkedIn, but a recent development is that LinkedIn has created a whole toolkit that enables you to put your company and its products and services out on LinkedIn where they can be found and they can generate new business for your company. I haven't seen anyone writing about this. It's kind of a mystery wrapped within an enigma until one local person, Wayne Breitbarth, who wrote the best-selling book on LinkedIn, analyzed it, utilized it for his own company, and translated his learnings from that whole experience into a several-hour seminar. And I recently attended that seminar, and it was amazing, the knowledge that I gained from that. And I'm going to be able to use that to promote my book and my websites, as well as to help my current employer to develop new business in the mining and construction industries based on what I learned in this seminar. So enhancing your skills is vitally important to you adding value. A second reason why you need to continue to invest in learning and development is, of course, job security. As Tim Hoff points out very clearly in his article, employers retain those employees who can demonstrate continued value to the company. You should continually look for ways to improve your performance in your current position, as well as opportunities to take on new responsibilities. And he believes that ongoing education can help you to gain the skills you need to be ready for changes in your organization or in the industry. It's very clear from my standpoint that you can't stand still. You have to keep adding value. Companies are still fairly unstable. The economy is sputtering along, and companies are struggling. And I've seen news just in the last couple of months of companies continuing to make layoffs. And who are they laying off? The people who are not adding sufficient value. The people who are more or less dead weight. And there seems to be a whole "what have you done for me lately" mentality. I think it's pervasive in many companies. You can't rest on your laurels on some great accomplishments you had 4 or 5 years ago. They need help now. They need added value now, and they're looking to you to provide it. If you don't, your job could be in danger. So job security is another reason why you must invest in continuing professional development. A third reason why you ought to invest in continuing education is that it gives you more and better options for advancement within your organization or if you're looking to change jobs. Tim Hoff points out in his article that on average, employees change jobs more than 10 times by the time they're 40. As you navigate your way through these changes, Continuing education can help you to become eligible for promotions as well as make you more attractive to potential employers. I think this is so important. Whether you're looking for a job or trying to improve your prospects in your present job, it's vitally important that you differentiate yourself versus your peers. This is not something that Tim has mentioned in his article, but it's certainly very much related to this. If you look just the same as the people at your job level to the people higher up, why should they promote you? On the other hand, if you can demonstrate that you bring something to the table, something of great value that is connected to the firm's objectives, of course you're going to look more attractive. A fourth reason why you need to invest in continuing professional development is improved adaptability. Tim Hoff points out that today's job market is still highly volatile, and if you concentrate on developing skills that are useful in more than one industry, or if you try to anticipate as best you can, no one's got a completely clear crystal ball, and anticipate the changes that may occur in your organization and your field, then you should be more prepared for these changes when they do happen. If you're able to show on your resume and your LinkedIn profile that you've taken steps to be more adaptable and to develop the skills that may be needed, that certainly looks better for you. And it certainly looks better to your current employer as well. A fifth reason why you need to invest in continuing development is that it tends to lead to more professional success naturally. As Tim points out, those who take the time to improve their skills generally find they can go further than those who don't. In my opinion, that's always been true. It's definitely not a new thing. I think people sometimes forget about it. Put yourself in your employer's shoes. Which person would you hire or promote? The person who's had the same experience 20 years in a row, or the person who has progressively developed their skills, their knowledge, their capabilities? Year over year, they've continued to expand and grow. Naturally, the latter person is more attractive. Another less obvious benefit of investing in continued education and development is higher satisfaction. Contrary to what you might expect, according to Tim Hoff, employees who participate in ongoing training report higher levels of job satisfaction in their current position, and they tend to stay with their employers longer than those who don't. And what he's saying is that continuing education plays a large role in employee retention. People want to feel taken care of. And if you stop to think about it, when you learn more, you can do more. And in general, that feels very, very good. A seventh reason why you ought to invest in continuing development is that you need to make sure your knowledge of industry trends and practices are up to date. Otherwise, you could quickly become a dinosaur. Need I remind you, your peers are not standing still. You need to continue to grow. The eighth and last reason why you need to invest in continuing development is naturally increased income. As Tim Hoff points out in his excellent article, along with all the opportunities for advancement and growth comes the potential for a bigger paycheck. Career advancement and promotions usually come with a higher salary associated with them. We all want that, don't we? If you want to enhance your earning power, you need to expand your skills. It might be helpful to think of it in this very simple way. If you've done what you've always did, you'll get what you've always got. If you want different results, you need a different input. So in other words, to increase your salary, you need to increase your contribution. And to increase your contribution, you generally need to expand your skills. So there you have it. 8 vital reasons why you need to continue to invest in yourself and expand your skills and capabilities. I'd like to suggest in closing that you invest in my new book, Up Your Impact, 52 Innovative Strategies to Add Value to Your Work. As you've heard during the last few minutes, you need to engage in more formal types of continuous learning and development, such as attending seminars and courses to help you grow your knowledge in your profession and for your specific job. But Up Your Impact helps you focus on a different area, some of the softer skills that are going to help you excel in your work. This includes disciplines like the ability to develop and cultivate ideas and to sell them to your boss, differentiating yourself in ways that are meaningful to your employer, demonstrating your added value. You may have some skills and capabilities that you're bringing to the table, but unless your bosses understand that, it's essentially invisible. You need to communicate that. And then finally, doing more than you're expected to in order to increase your value. Those are the types of topics my book covers. You can learn more about it by going to upyourimpact.com. If you're serious about investing in yourself and growing your skills, as well as growing your ability to sell yourself and differentiate yourself, I strongly recommend that you invest in this book, because you will get a return on that investment many, many times what the book costs. Thanks for watching, and I wish you well in your career.